for their great sacrifices. And of course, as a tangent, I'm looking at our teachers over there, and we are so grateful for the fortitude, the resiliency that our teachers have shown this year. So we want to definitely give praise to them. And then the last thing I really want to emphasize is I'm going to teach you what is the definition of prayer. Prayer is to enter into the presence of God. So whenever I get up, at times I am nervous, but you know what I always do to put myself in the proper state of mind? I always enter into the present moment, taking a deep breath and practicing the presence of God. And that is the definition of prayer. So can we all do that? We are going to be joyful, getting to know our teachers next fall. We are going to be grateful to our parents. And then we are going to practice the asceticism of prayer, whereby we converse with God and recognizing that you are loved. At this moment, I'd like to invite Mrs. Pornasian to come up.
Welcome, St. Anne families and friends, faculty and staff, and most importantly, class of 2021. As we stand here in this unique time and with so much change and yet proud moments surrounding us, it is an honor to be here for St. Anne School's 2021 commencement ceremony. I am so proud of our community and am thrilled we are here together. I have had the honor of spending your middle school years with you, and we have shared so many fond memories and amazing achievements. Indeed, I have known some of you since elementary school, and some of you I've had the pleasure of getting to know recently as you joined our St. Anne family this 8th grade. No matter whether you have been at St. Anne since preschool or this is your first year, we are joined together as a family. That is the true meaning of St. Anne School. As you look to graduate from our school community, you go forth with a remarkable foundation of achievement, leadership, and endless possibilities. And no matter where your journey takes you, you will always have a home here at St. Anne. Class of 2021, we are here today to celebrate you and your accomplishments. I am so proud of you and your families and would like to take a moment for you to look all around to see family and friends who have allowed you to reach this point and supported you with love and encouragement. I personally send a warm thank you to all the families and friends who are not only here with us today, but have been in the framework of each graduate's success. I truly thank you for the years of support of the 8th grade graduates in St. Anne School. I know the effort, love, and patience that goes into raising such amazing young men and women to bring them to this moment. I want to also take a moment to commemorate our wonderful St. Anne faculty and staff. I can guarantee that they are the ones most looking forward to this much-needed summer break. Graduates, you would not be at this moment in time if not for them. They have been your support system during one of the most challenging times of your lives. They were instrumental in lifting you up and creating a school environment filled with positivity, fun, excitement, and school spirit. Please give them a round of applause for all that they've done for our school community, especially this school year. Most importantly, I want to thank the esteemed class of 2021. I cannot believe this will be the last time I will be addressing you. While some may say the middle school years are the most challenging, I warmly look at this time as the most extraordinary moments when students grow into exceptional people and discover themselves. This discovery is filled with great memories and lots of joy and momentous occasions. Between dancing the electric slide at the middle school dances and snorkeling in Catalina, all of you were curious, learned to take risks, developed strong bonds with your friends and teachers, and became young adults that are now ready for your next adventures in high school. You are truly St. Anne Knights because a knight is a leader, strong, determined, steadfast, and always on a quest to achieve the next milestone. Now, I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to talk about how extraordinary of a moment in time this is for all of us, and especially the class of 2021. It has been a long 15 months filled with Zoom, masks, and attempts at social distancing. Could any of you have imagined when you began your 8th grade year how this school year and your last moments at St. Anne School would be? I know this for sure. Boys, you will go down in St. Anne history as having the longest hair. Graduates, I want to thank all of you for the remarkable job you have done adapting to these changes and challenges in these extraordinary times. By finding your bearings among all of these uncertainties, you have demonstrated resilience and determination, which will make you that much stronger. The world, as we all knew, it has changed. How much is still to be seen, but there is no question that the world will be different and will need leaders with your resilience, your perseverance, your drive, and your determination. I am confident you will all rise to this occasion. Today, we will be honoring our 8th graders, some of which will receive special awards. To begin, I would like to take this time to introduce Owen Ring, this year's Salutatorian. Owen came to St. Anne in 5th grade, and it was then that his teacher, Mrs. Clevitt, witnessed Owen's determination and joy of learning. She was in awe of his writing abilities and still to this day shares his wonderful writing samples with her 5th grade students. Owen continued to excel throughout his middle school years and played a role in the success of the Future Problem Solvers program. According to Mr. Wheat, Owen's FPS teacher, Owen never settled for mediocrity. He strived for excellence in all he did, both academically and in moral fiber. But it is Mr. Hartman who describes Owen the best. Owen is an amazing young man who is truly kind and compassionate and wants success not only for himself, but also for others. Owen doesn't let success come to him. He goes to it every time. During his years at St. Anne, Owen has grown into a confident and outgoing young man who always strives to be the best student, friend, and person he can be. Owen will be an Eagle at Santa Margarita Catholic High School in the fall, where he's been accepted into honors classes and will continue his pursuits in soccer and cross country. I know he will make us proud and will have many more successes. Please congratulate this year's Salutatorian, Owen Ring.
Friends, parents, guests, teachers, faculty, and of course, the incredible 8th grade class, thank you for your presence as we honor the 29th graduating class of St. Anne School. Before we begin, on behalf of our class, I would like to thank all the people who have made St. Anne such a great environment and school, which I am incredibly honored to have spent the last several years of my life. Thank you to all the teachers who have taught us so many valuable academic and life lessons, all of which we will bring with us on our journey through high school. And my sincere gratitude goes out to all the administration, faculty, and all the staff who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure that our St. Anne experience has been unforgettable. And lastly, it goes without saying that we will be forever grateful for our loving and supportive parents, even if we don't show it all the time, or really most of the time. Class of 2021, let's please give a round of applause to all the amazing adults who have helped us reach this point in our lives. Without their sacrifices, I know I would not be where I am today, representing our class with a long and quite personal series of anecdotes, an opportunity that I plan to take full advantage of. Let's start things off plain and simple. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. This last year has been incredibly challenging for all of us. Personally, I have found that I can define these past few years into one singular phrase. Life is like a box of Sour Patch Kids. And yes, you did just hear me correctly. Last school year, with all of its new and unfamiliar experiences, all the time we spent away from one another and away from our accustomed life, that was the sour part. Although this past year we did not have the school dances, the trip to DC, or even the school play, let's reflect on some of the memories we did create. All of our lifelong friendships, all of our wins, and even all of our losses. Nothing can take those away from us. Each and every one of us has lived through the messy quarantine of last year for days, weeks, and even months on end. But we have managed to push through that strife together. And that is something we should all be proud of. We have not only endured the sorrows of this past year, but we have learned from our experiences and grown. However, even amid all the gloom and despair of last year, there were still some worthwhile parts from quarantine. For instance, during the lockdown, we each blossomed in our own unique ways. We tried new hobbies, We spent more time with our families, sometimes maybe too much time. We grew in character and experience, and some of us maybe even height. And some of us might have even convinced our parents to adopt a puppy. Or maybe that was just me. And now, class of 2021, we have bitten through the bitter, hard, candy exterior of the Sour Patch Kid, and we can now move into the sweetness that we all know and love. After this past pandemic year, every sporting event, dance recital, and musical performance we experience is that much sweeter. Personally, after over a year of remote learning, I know that my first few days back at St. Anne's School would not have been so heartwarming and uplifting had I not experienced the Sour Patches. Because now that we have truly lived through some of the very sour and bitter moments of life, we can appreciate and cherish all the sweet things even more. Finally, it is time for us to move forward and past our middle school life chapters. Class of 2021, we are resilient, we are strong, we are courageous, we are pretty darn good looking, but most importantly, we are the future. It is our turn to write the next chapters of our lives and the next chapters in the history books. It's up to us to create our own destinies. There's a whole world of new experiences awaiting us in these next few years, and before we graduate tonight, I want you all to know that we have earned this. Our paths may be different, but we are, and always will be, a part of one great St. Anne family. Thank you for being the most amazing classmates and friends I could have spent the last few years with, and from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the very best wherever you may be during the next 4 years, through both the sour and the sweet. Thank you.
Next, I would like to recognize our valedictorian, Anthony Melora. Anthony is what we here at St. Anne call a lifer, or OG, as he has been here since preschool. During his 11 years, Anthony has excelled in all academic areas and has been a role model for his peers. Throughout his elementary and middle school years, he has dedicated himself to First Lego League and Future Problem Solvers. To give you an idea of how amazing this graduate is, let me just quote a few of his teachers who had the wonderful experience of teaching him. Mrs. Aguirre, his third grade teacher, shared that Anthony is a gifted learner who understood her silly jokes when no one else did. He is introspective, thoughtful, and loves to challenge and extend his learning. The best part of watching him over the years is that Ms. Aguirre was able to see his rise in leadership, from Lego League to helping as a server in Mass. His quiet leadership and strong academic achievement have been truly joyful for her to witness. Mrs. Gore also shared that Anthony is not only a hardworking student, but he is conscientious and caring. He remembers everything from the problem on a test or an event in his or others' lives, and not just for a day, but for years. Anthony gets along with everyone and is always humble about his advanced math abilities. And Ms. Oggiano spoke of Anthony's high intellectual and academic abilities. She said that as a confident, forward-thinking, innovative student, Anthony will make a positive contribution to society in whichever field of study he wishes to pursue as a career. Next fall, Anthony will be moving on to J. Sarah Catholic High School, where he's been accepted into the Engineering Magnet Program, as well as being our first alum to earn placement into pre-calculus as a freshman. I know he will continue to have many academic successes and grow as a leader. Please congratulate this year's valedictorian, Anthony Melora.
Well, it looks like we've made it, but we would have finished 6 months ago if the Wi-Fi was not so slow. Now to have your attention, I want to welcome you to the graduating class of 2021. This evening, adults can experience a fond memory that they will cherish forever, and graduates end their days of being a youth. Today, we start on a path to accomplishing our dreams, hoping that these 73 individuals will become a source of joy and inspiration to the world. First off, we can't start off without reminiscing the super happy fun times in elementary school, which include being excited about getting homework in kindergarten, then despising homework in first grade, mixed feelings about every aspect of Ellis Island Day in second, loving the power outage in 3rd grade, failing all the vocabulary tests in 4th, and finally, experiencing claustrophobia while crammed with 80 other kids on a broken down bus en route to Riley's farm in 5th grade. By the way, we never made it to Riley's farm that day. Consequently, all these experiences taught us something. Something unexpected can happen at any point, good or bad, and we must be able to overcome it with little preparation. Then we crossed the bridge into middle school. My first day in middle school seems like yesterday. The following 3 years in middle school have been a journey as people came and went along the way. We survived the joyful 6th grade, overcame the weird 7th grade, and battled the stressful and rigorous 8th grade. I'm happy to say we emerged victorious. Middle school has taught us that life will get more complicated, but we can conquer any obstacle in our path with determination, including high school. I've embraced the challenges of middle school, and I am grateful that the St. Anne teachers who have prepared us for the next step. St. Anne's excellent arsenal of teachers has taught us each in their own unique way. In science class, we did more than memorizing a plethora of terms the day before a test. When not paranoid about those pesky pop quizzes in English, I learned to become a better writer. Our religion classes helped us to grow in our faith, while history class allowed me to share my very helpful Kahoots and practice public speaking. Thank you, Mrs. Gore, for providing me with a great math foundation and for tolerating me for the past 3 years. Finally, thank you to all my other teachers and administration for making St. Anne a place to grow and flourish. Lastly, throughout our years here, we have gained an exceptional amount of knowledge to help us cope in the real world. I believe that St. Anne School prepares us to become leaders in the world. With the special surprises in elementary school, we can now break any obstacle that comes in our way, which will happen a lot. The middle school prepared us for how tough it is and how much work goes into something, but we are up to the challenge. Finally, each unique teacher gave each one of us an outstanding education, and when we work well with others and collaborate, we become better versions of ourselves. St. Anne School taught us these leadership qualities. The reason I know that everybody here has the potential to become a leader is when my parents dropped me off at school over the years, I see the sign, caution, local and world leaders at work and play. That sign is saying that everybody here can become a leader, and you have what it takes. The school has prepared you well. Are you going to use it to your advantage? Are you going to put your mind and heart towards your dream? Are you going to validate the sign that greeted us daily? I believe this class can achieve many great things years from now. This class will make a difference in the future. I bet if everyone at St. Anne follows and accomplishes their dream, they can make this world have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. God bless us, everyone.
We are going to continue with our awards tonight. Congratulations, both Owen and Anthony. Great speeches. We're going to continue on with our awards tonight. I'm going to be inviting up Ms. Tori, who is our art teacher here at St. Anne and does a fabulous job teaching our 3rd graders up to the 8th grade. So she's going to give the Visual Arts Award this evening.
Today, I want to honor a student who, like me, joined the St. Anne community at the start of last school year. I had the privilege of meeting her on her 7th grade class trip to Catalina, where we hiked, snorkeled, and stargazed together. As she joined my 7th grade studio art class in February 2020, we could never have foreseen what was to come just several weeks later. As the school prepared to close in March 2020, I remember doling out just enough art supplies for 2 weeks worth of art assignments for my middle school art students to complete at home. As you know, we were home for more than 2 weeks. When we transitioned online, my art assignments were posted online to complete, and it was decided that my Zoom art classes would be optional. This student came to every Zoom class for 7th grade studio art in quarter 3 and for 7th grade sculpture in quarter 4. I had the privilege of having her in my 8th grade advanced art class this year as well. She is dedicated, enthusiastic, grateful, helpful, passionate about, and oh so talented in art. She once shared with me the quote, "For one to fly, one needs only to take the reins." I know you will soar to great heights. I am proud to present this year's Visual Arts Award to Lexi Fletcher. Congratulations, Lexi. And now I'd like to introduce our orchestra and rock band teacher, Mr. Yaples, who will be presenting the Performing Arts Award.
Eighth graders, we made it. How about that? All right, so I just wanted to start with a quote that I read a couple years ago. I don't know who the author was, so I can't really give it any credit, but I'm going to kind of paraphrase this. It kind of encompasses everything why we teach music and about educators in music. Why do we teach music? Not so you will become a professional musician someday, not because we expect you to play or sing your whole lives, not because we expect you to major in music, not so you can relax, not so you can just have fun, but so you will be human. So you'll recognize beauty, so you will be sensitive, so you will have something to hold on to, so you'll have more love, more compassion, more gentleness, more good. In short, you'll have more life. I know I might be a little biased in my opinion, but I feel like the Performing Arts Award is the most important honor that we can give to a St. Anne graduate. That wasn't supposed to be funny. But, it's the highest honor because I feel that it truly represents the well-rounded student, or the whole child, as we like to say at St. Anne's School. I'm not trying to discredit the academic awards or the athletes. Those are honestly astounding accomplishments all on their own. But I've found in my years teaching music that the music students are usually the ones who excel in most areas at school. It's no secret that music increases the IQ. Music students are generally better at math. They're good readers. They have more self-confidence. Music is an art. It's a science. It's a foreign language. It's a history lesson. And at times it can be very physically demanding. Over the past 5 years that I've had this student in my class, I've only seen these qualities that exemplify a well-rounded St. Anne graduate. I've never heard him say anything negative. I've never heard him complain about anything, which we all know middle schoolers like to do. He has always offered to help when it's needed. After he came back to school from online learning, one of his classmates even noted, "Wow, Mr. Yapel, I didn't know one person could help make our orchestra sound so much better." And it really was true. As soon as he came back, it was just night and day. I've seen him work hard every day to become a better musician, and I've enjoyed watching him grow and mature into a young adult. And I'm so proud to give the Performing Arts Award to Liam McNamara. And next up, presenting the athletic awards will be Coach Aruda.
Good afternoon. First, excuse me. Go off script for a second here. And second, something that Dr. Ryken said. Come back and visit. Please, we'd love to have you back. Whether you've got a younger sibling who is still here or not, come on back. Come to a volleyball game or basketball game in the gym, or just come back and check in. We love seeing you. So, sorry, that's a little aside off script here. Good afternoon. I am honored to be up here today to present the Male Scholar Athlete Award. This award is presented annually to a graduating St. Anne Knight who has found achievement in the classroom, as well, or while also representing the school on its interscholastic athletic teams. Training to excel in sport and to master scholarly disciplines both require copious amounts of time, effort, focus, and motivation. And to successfully navigate the commitments in both of these areas is something that should be both acknowledged and celebrated. I've always believed that President Roosevelt was absolutely spot on when, in one of his most famous speeches, he referenced the man in the arena. In this speech, it was over 100 years ago, I think it was like 1910 in Paris. He said, quote, "It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done better, but the credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat." End quote. Jack Ebner, thank you for being one of the young men in our arena, for repping the Knights, whether it was on the basketball court or the football field, and even for a short time on the golf course, believe it or not, proudly wearing our colors. But also, thank you for being committed to the pursuit of sports outside of St. Anne, whether it's soon to be in the pool as a Lion over at JSerra, or even the illustrious LFL that we all know about, Jack's exploits in the Ladera Football League. We wish you the best of luck in all that you do, and we look forward to hearing about your future accomplishments. Along with a plaque of recognition of your achievement, this award also comes with a copy of a book, Rules for a Knight, by Ethan Hawke, illustrated by his wife. Jack, I hope you look to this book for both inspiration and guidance, and that its message will remind you that once a knight, always a knight. Thank you for choosing to represent St. Anne School on our sports teams. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the St. Anne School Male Scholar Athlete Award for the class of 2021, Mr. Jack Ebner. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I am pleased to introduce Ms. Janine Anjari, the head of our physical education department, to present the Female Scholar Athlete Award.
All right. Hi. Congratulations to all of you wonderful graduates. So my speech is entitled A Portrait of an Athlete. A portrait of an athlete embodies stamina, grit, follow-through, focus, and integrity. This young woman thoroughly understands the value and power of balancing her academic priorities, responsibilities, and goals with an unwavering desire to create a space where her athletic identity can spread its wings and take flight. Her flight isn't measured by how high or how far her ball will go. Instead, it is measured by her ability to remain humble, driven, and consistent, even when a putt may be the result of an inefficient swing. It's through imperfection, trial and error, and perseverance that inspires her to remain poised and eager to compete against some of the highest-ranking 14-year-old young women in her respective sport. From the fairway to the green, to a bank shot or a stroke from the tee box on every hole, she delivers a bold message that she is more than a woman in a sport. She is an athlete who celebrates and finds refuge in her own approach. Golf sets her soul on fire, and she will fearlessly leave a beautiful print of strong work ethic on Santa Margarita Catholic High School's golf team next year. Taryn Cagle. Try not to cry. You are bold, beautiful, and strong. And if and when you ever question or doubt your self-worth as a student athlete, simply get back up and keep pushing. I am honored to announce that you have been selected as the 2021 Female Scholar Athlete of the Year. All right, and now I'm going to reintroduce Mrs. Bornasian to present the Honorable Knight Award.
For our last award, the St. Anne faculty would like to recognize one graduate who exudes the spirit of St. Anne School and is the ultimate honorable knight, who lives the values of St. Anne School: balance, character, community, excellence, and faith. This spring, when the teachers had to choose one final notable knight, one graduate's name came up time and time again, along with reasons why this graduate should be chosen. These are some of the things the teachers had to say. She has grown from a shy student into a true dedicated leader at St. Anne. She always follows through on anything that is asked of her and is always encouraging and supportive of other students. Another teacher said, she overflows with positive energy and enthusiasm in everything she engages in. One word that best describes the student is connection. Daily, she connects with family and friends who reciprocate strength and is always seeking something greater than herself to connect with. She powerfully illuminates grace, humility, and kindness. She knows who she is, what her values are, and is destined to accomplish great things on her next journey. She is eloquence personified. And one of her religion teachers said, she is an angel in the classroom. With her sweet disposition, she is always ready to share her knowledge and to learn something new. She listens carefully and communicates with grace and wisdom. She has endless talent and dedication for her work. She is always respectful to her teachers and classmates. She's an absolute joy to know. Over the past 5 years, I personally have witnessed this graduate blossom into a confident young lady who has the kindest of hearts and always looks at life in the most positive light. She always has a beaming smile across her face, possesses such amazing talents, and has definitely left this school a much better place because of her presence. At this time, I would like to recognize this year's St. Anne School Honorable Knight, Miss Perry Feldman.
can't seem to find my speech. Anyways, at this moment, I'd like to introduce the lovely Mrs. Joyce and the eternally youthful Mrs. Oggiano, for they are here to present the diplomas. Please welcome them.
Thank you.
Jeremy Evan Siegel.
Fisher Alexander Melton.
Anthony Joseph Paz Malora.
Owen James Ring.
Wyatt Benjamin Boyer.
Ryan Haranta.
Maxine Leah Sampson.
Ella Josephine Shellstrom.
Nika Barkhorder.
Amanda Linnea Shellstrom.
Trevor Banning.
Farah Grace Andrews.
Gavin Michael Gilcrease.
Olivia Jarvis.
Connor Ashton Neville.
Liam Henry McNamara.
Andrew Fernandez.
Larson Pierce Engelhard.
Robert G. Chin.
Taylor Giselle Ward.
Katie Manga.
Perry Dahlia Feldman.
Alexander Christian Zabrin.
Chloe Bella Veneziano.
Kiena Elipur.
Izzy Hargrove.
Charlotte Elise Alexandra Taylor.
Aragon Cristiano Herrera.
Sylvia Page Desplinter.
Liam Johnston.
Charles J. Schreiber IV.
Alexandra Marie Aoki.
Caitlin Rose Camerato.
Kiara Bernadette Monta.
Kylie Renee Camerato.
Callie Reese Holbert.
Alexis Grace Fletcher.
Carter Reese Varela.
Taryn Catherine Cagle.
Alexander Christopher Avadisian.
Caslin Rose Reed.
Elizabeth Shea Zeller.
Ian Christopher Cardenas.
Aiden Marley Heredia.
Samantha Josephine Flippen.
John Leo Gilson.
Riker Michael Yutz.
Lauren Sol Mi Lee.
Trey Miguel Torres.
Sheridan Michelle Hyder.
Alex Zhao.
Taylor Alexis Ames.
Jake Tretty Jr.
Emily Isabel Myers.
Hogan Francisco Burke.
Jason Edward Studdert. What?
Holden M. Winters.
Brooke Elizabeth Benor.
Ryan James Dominguez.
Josh Wilbraham.
Haley Lynn Klein.
Sydney Grace Wilson.
Braden Cole Thompson.
Simon Perry.
Michael Dante Renzulli.
Kelsey Jane Kucera.
Brody Robert Martinez.
Jack Ebner.
Sailor Dylan Childress.
Reef Chittiman.
Mason Lane Brenneman.
Sophia Lucia Latenzio. And our online student, Jonas Mosley.
So this is the 2-minute warning. We're almost there. So I have here, it says, holy water, in case you can't see it. After the final blessing, I will sprinkle the holy water. It does not have to hit your child physically for it to be effective. However, in the years going forward, if you need a second sprinkling of holy water over your teenage son or daughter, feel free to contact me. I would love to see you again. So there we have it. They're right over there. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Through the intercession of St. Anne, they didn't know I'm a ninja, okay? Your holy guardian angel, all of God's holy angels and saints. May Almighty God bless all of you gathered here in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. So once again, Dr. Riken.
The class of 2021, please stand. St. Anne faculty, staff, and parents, I present to you the class of 2021. Graduates, please move your tassels from left to right. Congratulations. You can toss that hat. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Yapel and our St. Anne Rock Band, who will be performing in honor of the graduates.
Such a good time, I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now if you wanna have a good time. Just give me a call. Don't stop me 'cause I'm having a good time. Don't stop me as I'm having a good time. Don't wanna stop at all. I'm a rocket ship on my way to Mars, on a collision course. I'm a satellite, I'm out of control. I'm ready to reload like an atom bomb. About to explode. I'm burning through the
Let's give one more round of applause for our show choir who did the song for the Roses, and then our rock band this year. Woo! Okay, well, the rock band, if you can take off your equipment, because we're going to do one last thing, right? Okay, you ready? Because you're going to lead the pack. You guys ready? They're looking at me like, what are you talking about? We're going to process out. Remember? So you take off your guitars. There you go. Okay. Before our graduates take one last walk down the aisle, I ask that parents stay seated, because this is going to be kind of a crazy moment, but that's okay. We're going to let the kids be crazy. Graduates, remember, where are you going to meet me? No, not yet. The playground, remember? So they're going to take a crazy picture on the playground equipment. So just be safe when you're over there. I do want to extend my genuine respect, great admiration, and true affection for each of the 2021 graduates of St. Anne's School. Per our tradition, the 8th grade class picks a song. This year, they decided on all of us being Rickrolled. So we're getting the Rick Astley famous hit, Never Gonna Give You Up. So I'm going to cue my Tony over there to get the song going, and then my garage rock band, you guys are going to follow me, and then the rest of you kind of know what to do, right? Yeah? Okay, leave your diplomas and things with your parents so that you can have some fun here. Okay, I'm waiting for Mr. Tony.